All right, I'm calling the July 21st, 2026 meeting of the Upton Cultural Council to order. We'll do a roll call of members. Going to start with me, Jennifer Conrad, co-chair.
Shelley Glassman, social media manager.
Lynn Haggerty. Kate Bannon, recording secretary.
Maria Kitchen, treasurer. Yes, we absently have Robin Jokela, co-chair, and Megan Ronzio, member. Any other, I don't think we have any other attendees. We do not. Okay. Has everyone had a chance to review the agenda?
Yes.
Okay, I know we have some additional things that we'll be talking about as well that have come up since it was posted. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
And I second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Uh,
Any opposed? No. All right, motion passes. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes from our last meeting?
Yes.
All right, they're pretty detailed. Any edits?
Wow, I didn't say.
Things are always detailed. What am I saying? We have great
Yeah.
secretary.
Thank you for whoever did this last
Thank you.
meeting.
The other thing I'm gonna check, I'm just gonna check, spell Lynn's name right on the second page. I'll just fix the spelling.
I didn't even notice that, and I did read them.
What's that?
We getting together? There was an action item for us to get together. Are we getting together?
At some point, yeah, we'll get to that.
All right.
Okay, it has, so everyone's had a chance to review the minutes. Any edits, revisions? No?
No.
All right, can I get a motion to approve the meeting minutes from June 16th, 2026?
There's somebody make a motion, because
I make a motion to approve the minutes from the June 26th. What,
16th.
16th.
16th, second.
second the motion.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No, no.
Nay.
All right, passes. All right. Treasurer's report. Yeah, we've got to work on,
Can you put that up on the
I don't have it, like,
sheet?
When I said,
yes,
it
it
wasn't,
was just a grant report. I thought it was just the grants report.
no,
Because
it's,
I think I couldn't read it well, and I think I got a couple comments.
this came from you, and it, when I looked at the metadata, it's a Mass Cultural Council, tracking sheet,
Yeah,
so it's one of our sheets that we can use.
This,
And
this is the one, okay.
I turned second
page
page.
on it?
No.
Okay.
I keep it to one page and then
Okay.
I do a save as a
Oh, I
PDF,
see
so
what you're
that
doing.
it's a smaller,
Okay,
document.
yeah, I see what you're doing. Okay.
yeah, I always left it as an Excel, so I could keep it as a working document to keep
I
changing.
do a save as so that I can see what happened every single time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess, yep.
I save it out to, it is a working document, but then before I come to this meeting, I save it as a PDF, so I have the working document, and then I have a PDF for the 16th, I have a PDF for today, I have a PDF for
I get
each
that.
time, so there's a trail of the different documents of what I did at each time.
Yeah, that's been presented at each meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I used to
Okay.
just save it as that date.
I can't see why I can't share it.
Uh,
Okay. hold on.
Excel sheets can get pretty large
Needs to be
when there's
filled.
formulas in there. That's why I save it to a PDF and
Okay, I can't seem to share it.
I didn't bring my laptop, so I can't.
in your Adobe, you should be able to open it up to 120%. You should be able to open it up so that you can see it, but it's not editable by anybody but me.
You see, that's why I had it in a Word document, so, I mean, in a,
And it looks
Google
like there's a
Doc.
share thing way over.
It is. I'm
Inside.
Yeah, and I'm sharing my,
I get.
sharing the agenda,
You want
but
to
I can't seem to. share.
Maybe you have to get out of that.
just
Just share.
minimize that? Is it behind that maybe? Possibly. Well, I can start going through it because
Yeah.
there's a lot of grants that are being paid. This time around. So. Grants being paid this time, Upton Library, do you want me to, while you're looking? over
Yeah,
here?
you can go through it, yep.
In the event, so we can save time. Upton Library for $850. The Storytime Quintet. Upton Senior Center.
Was that the games to go thing?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
$250. Yep. Daniel Kerouac, I was there and heard a portion of that, and I was really pleased that he, got his invoice to me same day as the event, so that was $350. 140 Arts Collaborative, Alara, $500,
Okay.
and that's it. So,
I-
1, 2, 3, 4, actually.
Here's a question.
What you got?
My question has to do with, when we go down to local fundraising, we have the $924.96. Do you have a column where we've allotted, okay, 193, so we've allotted on May 19th, I believe, we allotted $250 for a program. So do you have that listed somehow, so we know that our real figure is around 700? You know what I mean? We're paying for, out of our own funding, we're gonna pay for the $250 for the enactment. For that we, the Historical Society. So somehow we gotta note that we have that, we're less than 200.
Do you have an invoice or something, hard copy that I can put in the folder so that we can, I
I know
can check that?
was that we've committed we've committed to spend that $250.
Okay,
So I'm just saying that so that we've noted somewhere, so that we
Okay.
know that when we go to spend money for things, we're down to 700 or something.
and then,
So it's.
and there's something that, we could send or forward.
It's
Is it an email? It was an email.
it was in,
It's gone, right?
yeah, an email, but it's in the May, July, no, that's not
Okay.
June. It's in the meeting minutes that on the website posted that somebody did for Kate or somebody from May.
What name in there?
Yeah, I'm looking for my copy of it. I printed a copy of it. But maybe I didn't.
I didn't have a hard copy of anything, so it didn't get on here, but it will be.
No, I'm just saying,
I'll go
yeah,
home and-
I know how it gets like,
I'll update it, but I like to have a hard copy that says, this is what that's for, or something.
no, I understand that, but
On this here, letter E,
that's it.
it
That's
says Upton Historical Society.
I meant to
Form
give you an
member
agenda.
funds.
I gave you-
From the agenda?
Yeah.
No, I gave her the minutes by mistake. These are the minutes on.
What?
These
That's-
these are the minutes.
Go back up.
Okay, so that one,
Okay,
it shows you.
back on. I can go back to this,
This is
okay,
Tuesday, May 19th.
thank you, that's what I need.
Front page.
I have these in my folder and I'll take it out and specifically highlight that and make sure that it comes off then. Perfect.
Sorry.
So
No problem.
Sorry, people.
I was looking at all of that.
I put it up there. I saved it
Papers.
as a PDF.
Okay.
Put it up there. too.
Oh, so
awesome, blossom.
So you know what I mean? So it doesn't get us confused with, we're
Yeah.
talking about that we're gonna spend some money.
Honestly, it's slipped by me.
You
right there.
can keep that.
I have it at home.
Okay.
I'll take a copy of what I have at home.
Okay.
I got a note now.
So yes, we
I
see.
apologize.
Correct.
for my
No,
mouth.
no, it's okay. That's why it's a committee, so that we were all reminded. Yeah, we do.
Sorry, just saying.
I'll put a physical thing in there so that I have
Okay, great.
an
Yeah,
eye,
I just did
my eye on something. Do you need to see the amounts or? I
No,
talk
I
pretty
think-
quickly.
yeah.
He has it.
Yeah, I think
That's
that's,
what so I
I
can
see.
free them.
yeah, I mean,
Because I'm
actually, I'm pretty interested with the amounts, because again, today I was a little bit organized.
You are always looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's very good at the secretary job.
I thank you, Mary Jo, thank you.
Part of the report, still haven't received anything from the town, but honestly, other committees haven't either, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
Other
the fiscal
committees
year
haven't.
just ended in June. So.
But the last report,
No, yeah, she's right. The last report we got
last report was in March.
was in March for April. It was a March report for April, because I'm asking for my reports for the trust funds, because I'd like to see, because this is the time of year when you reconcile everything to see. One other thing that
Once, I mean, once a year, that's just,
keep sending Kenny reminders so you get your report to be able to file your.
Yeah, because we,
here's why it's not a reminder in the other direction that all the committees need updating. Just an idea, but
No,
okay,
okay. So he gets an email from Mass Cultural. And it tells him that this is coming up, but you still need to send him an email to, I don't know what's going on, but things are very far
and
behind.
it's not just this committee,
Right.
there's other committees
all right,
that,
we'll just keep,
I think
just keep on it.
but yeah.
Because because we're gonna need it for the fall.
It would be good to have some transparency, to be very super honest that it's being delayed because of this or
Mhm.
that,
Well,
because I
FCC
feel
sends an
a little,
email too, right?
Yes.
I feel a little, yeah, uncomfortable with the not being able to verify information, so
Okay.
doing the best I can.
But remember,
Mhm.
your reporting is going to be more accurate because it's submitted to him from us. So your reporting is gonna be more accurate that way, and especially when you go forth with your report, because you're gonna know, it's like, okay, so if it's gonna be filed, the end of November, October, first of October.
Yeah.
So whatever happening after that
Mhm.
is your collection of encumbered funds that are gonna roll, and you're
Yeah.
gonna know more of that than he will, so.
It's just a check and balances. I
Right.
hear everything you're saying and I agree 100%. It's a check and balance that I wish was quarterly or something
Me too.
more so than
Me too.
once a year, because if something gets dropped, how do I go back and find it on his end?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
we don't keep it on our.
It's just,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I
Yeah.
keep copies of everything and I know what my number should be and yeah.
no, I
Just
just, you,
being able to checks and balance with our town accounting would be ideal.
the, the town manager and the select board are aware of this. It came up also in trust funds because we'd like to know, instead of at the end of the year, the balance between the two. And we call in our investment firm on a quarterly basis,
The
Q1, Q2,
Yeah.
yeah, Q3, and our treasurer is working with them to reconcile to the, at least to the
Okay.
quarterly number, but then after she reconciles, it goes to our finance.
Mhm.
Mr. Coster, and the posting after that, so we're just getting, everybody's aware.
Yeah.
That's enough.
It's not the only
I know
one
he's
that's-
confident, but there seems to be some breaks in communication between
Yes,
there and here. And honestly,
All right, I think you just have to kind of stay on it for
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
because like you said, everything else is behind you.
yeah,
Couple of quick questions.
Sure.
Cheryl Fay hasn't submitted yet for Abigail Adams.
No.
She is not. That's kind of strange.
I mean, these are up to date. I mean,
Yeah, and Lauren hasn't either, but I know
No.
she was kind of busy, so, okay. And then the rest of the things are just happened,
Coming,
game
yeah.
shows, Speedway, or coming up.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about a couple of them later, because I have some dates. I got a date on at least one of them.
And, yeah, these other
Okay.
folks, they got them to me this week.
Yeah.
And Leanne said.
I'm just surprised that,
Yeah.
no, they don't, so like.
Memorial?
Cheryl Faith's like in September.
Yeah, 'cause she did it like 3 months ago. That's the only thing, but hey, it's there,
They gave us-
She won not pay. Okay,
No,
all
I'm good.
right.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
You're welcome. I'll go back to where my stuff is.
You know?
You put on necklace.
Exactly. I have to go guard that. You know,
She's hungry.
that's the thing.
I know she's damaged before it came in. And everybody needs to know that.
Let's, we have a bunch of things we gotta talk about.
Okay.
Administrative, so, so reappointments, I had circulated what what I had sent, backstory, I sent, a snapshot of what MCC had for us, and I sent it to Kathleen, who went over it. She's like, it's a headache. But so I circulated what she has, she figured out was the current terms. And I mean, I'm pretty sure she's right on mine. I think she's correct on Robin's too. But if anybody looked at that and said, oh, I don't think that's right, let me know.
Can I just interject?
Yep.
Then, so I worked on that a little bit with
Yep.
Kathy because I was studying it.
Yeah,
And, I just, I want to try and explain something. So when we, and you probably already know this, but just hear me out. So when we, so going this July, okay, right now, we're in the year 2027.
right.
So in the case of like, Megan and myself, okay, when we were appointed, actually in June, but for
Right.
2018, for July 2019.
Right.
So then our year was off, so then you count off and then you have your 6 year. The problem was that they would appoint you for 1 year and then they would appoint you for 3 years.
Mhm.
But I explained to them, we're on 2-3-year stints.
Yep.
And that's how it should read. And then when we entered the documentation into Mass Cultural, because I had a chair, I looked at that, doing what he sent.
Mhm.
We gave kind of like the actual date. It may be relevant, like in the case of when Marie came on, okay?
Mhm.
Because she came on in the middle.
Mhm.
But for all intents and purposes, like going forward, who's ever appointed right now, they're doing it tonight. You're reappointed for July of 2027.
Yeah.
And if we keep to that guidelines, we're accurate. Like I know mine's accurate. I don't, the rest of, but thinking of it, if that helps in the explanation of
Yeah.
like understanding, and then,
Right. The confusion is that your date that you get appointed or reappointed may be different than the fiscal year date. And so it gets a little hard to understand because like if we're now in 2027.
right.
So technically I'm reappointed on 7/1, we're being reappointed. I guess this means retroactively 7/1/2026, but that means point to fiscal year 2027. So am I right? Yeah.
So we're in 2026
Yeah.
right now, you're getting appointed for 2027.
Yeah, but they have reappointed date of 7/1/26, which I don't think is,
No.
I think it should be 27.
No, you were reappointed, so you
I
took a
think I was
year,
reappointed last year, that's the thing.
no, you weren't reappointed last year. Because
That's what I'm
Megan
saying.
and I were reappointed in 26.
Yeah,
You were reappointed like the year or two before.
yeah,
So this would be your, no. that doesn't-
no, I know, that's why it's confusing. I don't
It
think.
seems like, I'm going for my second year of
Mhm.
reappointment. I don't think you're in the 4th year of reappointment in the first term.
No, I'm in like my third term or something.
3rd term, so that would be.
More than that.
So you're gonna have to look on that, but the other thing to keep is, so you get sworn in each time. So I keep my sworn in statements, but yeah, this is gonna get confusing and it should really go to the date of, like right now, we're reappointed in July until next July. That's 1 year.
Yeah,
And July under July, each time is that 1 year.
Yeah.
And it does get confusing,
But
but
isn't it supposed to be for 3 years? That's what
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a portion of a year for your first year,
it depends
and
on
then you come up to the July 1st, and then
your
it's a
year.
full year, full year, full year.
Right, July to July is a full year,
Okay.
okay? What got confusing is we were appointed for 1 year and then they appointed us for 3 years. That screwed us up.
Mhm.
We need 2 3-year appointments is what it needs to be. So whenever you were first appointed, like I was appointed in June of 2018 the first time, all right? But my appointment was for 2019 year. Well, that's when I was interviewing it,
Mhm.
but you have to go by the town fiscal year, and that's where it gets confusing, so.
Yeah, because when I
Yeah.
was appointed, it was like in March of the year that I got appointed.
Right, in
And
the
that
middle
was
of the year.
for, yeah, like 3 or 4, I think it was only 2 months.
Mhm.
I think I came to 2 things and then we didn't have anything for the summer or whatever, but. Then,
Yeah.
now they're saying that I need to be reappointed.
That's what
for
they
the
have,
next
yeah.
3-year term.
Right.
And it doesn't seem like I've been
So this should.
on it for 3 years.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
what,
but they go
yeah, Kate
by,
and I started the same.
yeah, and as you saw in the email, we so clear, I'm interested in being reappointed, but I think I'm only on the council for a matter, I think a handful of months before you
right.
joined. So I think we both kind of joined in the course of that
Do
year.
you know what year that was? Do you remember? I don't.
But what
It's
happens?
2020.
How many grant cycles have you done?
Right,
They are, yeah,
You
you
know?
two were 20, so it says current term start date 7/1/23.
but the other thing that the.
That must have been 2022, probably.
Injected to this, like you're appointed to a committee, right? So you're appointed, so you're appointed to another committee,
But
right?
not.
Or even elected for a
Yeah.
position that you're appointed to, okay? It goes, you're appointed for 2 months of that
I
year,
guess.
and then it goes to the next year. So it's they're making like a temporary appointment for that year. Do you know what I mean? You lost that part of the year because you came in March.
Yeah, that's fine, but then I should have 3 years from that. And if it was appointed in 2023, no, I guess this would be it, because
This would be-
this is coming up to the
This
26th.
would be it.
Yeah.
You're filling a term that
Yeah, I
there
guess.
was a vacancy. And
Yeah.
now you're going into your next full term
Yeah.
of the 3 years.
Right.
Okay.
So,
So that means that 3 of us are getting reappointed tonight.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's great. My first,
I didn't bring anything. So,
I
So,
think my first meeting was in December of 22.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
and mine was in like,
Yeah, but you know, I mean, you were
March
recruited, you wanted to join.
Right, and I think
No,
actually,
2023.
like, it was the tail, I mean, you guys already had this, I don't get you, but I was observing.
of December.
So-
22, and I started in 23.
So you started in December of 22, you fulfilled it in that year,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And it was really the 23
yeah.
year.
the 3 year, yeah.
Okay, and then it became July,
Yeah.
right? And so you filled that gap of the appointment.
And then 24, 25, 26, and now I'm being reappointed for 27.
Correct.
Yeah.
You got, I explained it good?
Yeah.
I did
I
good.
think the question is on this, what the clerk's office has is, should it be reappointed? Is the date, does this mean fiscal year? So I'll check with them. So that means Robin would, be off this year.
Right.
She can she can
She
still
can
come to the
participate.
meetings, but she would be, so she
Yeah.
might be right,
Voting,
that that's the case.
Yeah.
So I will just follow that up,
Yeah.
make sure. I
Mhm.
think we're on the same page.
No, well-
I would go with the town has, because they have,
Yeah.
they have that oath book, that they.
Yeah,
have. So we'll check. Yeah, the swearing. in.
And the backstory is because things were, the changeover from the, town manager's assistant, and there were some errors there. That's when Kathleen took it over and went through and did all the
Right.
research.
Right,
And, I had explained prior to that, and I've brought up in meetings before, is that, our, and it's right on it when you look at it, we have the 3 year stint.
Yeah.
So it's not.
and I think we're past that now, at least. Everybody's right now in a 3-year stint now.
We're past that now, but the next person that comes on for 1
Yeah.
year, that's where it's gonna get confused.
Yeah, exactly.
And, I don't know, I'll mention that
Yeah.
next time I talk to.
Cross that bridge. when we-
Yeah, no, no.
Someone. Okay, so I will just confirm this date. I think that they're right, so I will confirm that.
Are
Okay.
Shirley and I the only ones who have to be reappointed?
No,
No,
Jen.
3 of us are getting
Jen's
reappointed.
reappointed.
Yeah.
So Shelley and Kate.
Mhm.
I mean, honestly, to be safe, then, we all got reappointed, even though I could have sworn I got reappointed like 2 years. But you know what? My sense of time is a little slippery, so. It's shorter than it says, but it's actually not, so.
people go to college 3 years ago, you just look.
I know, it's just you like, what? All right, so, for next year's fiscal year's officers, I'm not sure if we can vote today, we're just saying,
Meeting
we're short Megan, she's a member, so I think we should hold off.
yeah.
But I do want to put out there, I would like to step down for at least a year, just because I'm really stretched thin right now. I'm taking care of my elderly dad and lots of other things. So if I'm willing to stay, to keep going as the chair, but it'd be nice to, I think I get a lot of assistance, Robin, everybody's assisting, but,
I would co-chair.
yeah, maybe we can
get one
co-chair.
to Go back to the chair.
Yeah, or if you want to co-chair, we can talk about it
Yeah,
next
I'm
time.
the co-chair.
Stay on, but I feel like, sometimes I feel like I'm doing stuff at the last minute and, so we can table that till then, till we have
Yes,
everybody
please.
here. So we can table that. And then UCC Google Drive, like Megan and our plan is to morph it all together and make it one big,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say big, a lot of stuff I'm not sure we need to keep in there, but we have a lot of duplication, as we've talked about.
Can I just mention one thing
Yep.
about the documents? So I didn't get Tanya to send it to me. So I had a conversation with Tanya about, advertising. You asked me to
Yep.
do that. And
Yep.
when she went to click on the links in the document, she didn't have the paperwork. And the other thing that's missing
We
is
tested it too before we sent everything out.
I don't know, it's broken. The other thing is that there was no, the logo was missing, and that has to go with the documentation, so
Okay.
people, it's reaffirmed, because
Mhm.
prior to, I had mentioned that one of the groups did not have they had our logo, but they didn't acknowledge us
Hmm.
correctly. I corrected them in an email and I corrected them on Facebook, and then it still didn't sink in. I don't know why, and I don't think it's our responsibility with all of the paperwork and instructions we put out there, that these processes aren't being followed correctly. It's almost, I don't know what to say, because I'm getting.
We keep, first of all, she's the first one to even mention that the link wasn't there, or the link was broken, which is kind of interesting. But I feel like we like bug people and
Yeah.
harp on it and resend them everything. And I don't know if they just don't remember. Some people are better, some people are good at it and some people aren't. Like here's the senior center. They've got the Paul McCartney one. It's actually,
Yeah.
it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So they mention it here, programs supported by a grant from the Cultural Council.
Right.
So, some are just, I think, better. The library always,
Right.
like,
Yeah,
Well,
always does it.
they're more vested in, like,
Right.
they've been doing it longer, so
Yeah.
I get that, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many times we have
Oh,
said
I know. Yeah.
that, the verbiage that the Upton Council, Cultural Council is granting you this grant that is funded by the Mass Cultural Council.
Right.
And it's just frustrating, and I don't know the answer, and I'm with all of you, like,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
all each in different ways remind me, I mean, I
Yeah.
felt kind of snarky on a Facebook post.
Yeah.
Hello?
I know. And I think that is
Do the
somewhat,
work.
I think
Yeah.
we're slowly training
Okay,
some people, because the more, if you want grants, you have to credit the
Right.
UBC.
Mhm.
So I think over time, there will be an improvement, because at some point, we're gonna be like, you're not gonna get any more grants because you failed to advertise. I don't think it's our job to constantly bug them about it. The reason we do it is because we want the visibility, like, we want the visibility, like, look, everybody,
But it's right,
here's what we're doing. I know, it's
it's in our
all-
guidelines, every single
and
guideline.
it's not accessible. You could go on our website or the MCC to find the stuff. I
Right.
do think it's a little bit limited to some groups that get grants, because others do it. One whole set, we don't really make them do it, the schools, unless they're posting, on Twitter or whatever it gets. If they're posting something, but the schools are a little different because, it's not a public,
Open to the
it's
public.
not open to the public.
No, they
but-
still provide us with.
Yeah, but they still do it, yeah, yeah,
They still advertise it and they provide us with the advertising.
yeah,
And they still
yeah. I
provide,
think it's,
social media with the event, like the, Cheryl thing. They provided you with the information and pictures and,
Well, no,
oh, no,
They
they,
do
no,
not.
she's not, no, she does, that's the school. Once a year, the school
Rich doesn't give me this. I don't get
We
anything.
need that logo, and he said this, I couldn't put it, that's why I closed it.
Okay,
On Facebook about it and printed us in their
Yeah.
post.
Okay,
So that's.
that makes sense.
Yes.
yeah, so I do think it's a little, it depends on who it is, who the recipient is. And I think we're kind of training them to make sure they do it. And it's okay to have a snarky Facebook post to do that.
they,
Yeah, okay, what were you gonna say? Yep.
Now, what if we are audited by the state and that documentation isn't there, or if Kenny kicks out a payment because the documentation isn't appropriate. I mean, are these people not gonna get paid? I mean, weirder things have happened, but if the state starts to
So
not, clamp down, or if the town, so maybe our message is a little stronger as far as if we get audited, that money.
They don't
No,
audit
they're
for
not
that, though.
allowed to
There
pay.
isn't,
Yeah,
the
it's not-
state isn't gonna audit.
So-
us.
No, they're not auditing on that kind of.
Okay,
They're auditing the money, but they're checking the money, but not necessarily the market.
so that's just gonna be a little ding.
It's kind of our-
So
it's our job.
I'm
It's on
curious
us,
what, yeah.
I mean, they're not gonna
What are
audit
the consequences
351.
To our group, if these folks don't comply, that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
the consequences are you as treasurer and me as past treasurer, when they did not provide the adequate documentation, maybe invoicing right down to the vendor or the advertising,
Yeah,
and he would send me an email saying, Lynn, I can't pay this until I have thus and
yeah.
so. So they did not get paid, and it says right in the guidelines for Mass Cultural that you must do the following to get paid.
But what happens when the date is gone by and you
Well,
can't
but-
advertise in the past, do they not get paid?
We have that right to say.
We
no.
have the right to say, you know, you did not follow.
So do we tell the story about the one vendor that didn't do it and didn't get paid? The one story about that one vendor that didn't get paid, to some of these folks who are a little reticent about putting the logo and maybe I guess.
But there's usually some way to find some kind of advertisement, especially if it
Yeah.
happens here, like.
Yeah.
So it might be that, you know, oops, you know, they advertised at the senior center, but it didn't
Yes.
go.
Those are some of our best examples, see what these guys did, yeah.
They,
Yeah,
but I see what you're saying, but maybe it's just a line in the letter when we grant them the grant. You've received these grants,
Mhm.
you must, or you will forfeit your grant unless you supply us
Yeah,
the following documentation. Because
It is in there.
It says your forfeit.
It does feel forfeit, well, it says something like.
cause you
Well,
can go back and advertise it.
Yeah.
You submit all your, it's fine, I mean, we can't go back in time, and then it makes us look like in the hot seat because. But
Yeah,
I
no,
I kind of like to draw a hard line and say, look, if you didn't give me what I need to get it paid, I can't say that I can put my name on it.
You're required to acknowledge the financial support of the Upton Cultural, it's in bold.
Mm.
And Mass Cultural Council published materials, in published materials announced, please carefully review the credit and publicity requirements.
linked,
This credit, this credit is required by the Mass Cultural Council, and failure to comply may jeopardize future funding. Well, yeah.
Future funding, but
I mean,
not necessarily.
Yeah, we could say, funny, I just don't think people read this stuff. I don't think people read it. I think that is a societal, cultural issue, that people do not read things.
no, the devil's in the
They
detail.
don't
and
read stuff. You know,
They don't follow the detail, and then.
No, well, so read it.
I don't feel comfortable
I
putting
don't
my
know.
name on it if they don't follow instructions, and we do.
Well,
have-
usually there's something.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is something we would want to do, but maybe when we send the letters out, each of us calls the person who is responsible for doing the presentation, whatever it may be, and specifically state it in, you know, like they hear it right from our mouths, so they don't have to read it. We do it once.
Yeah,
We do it when we first send it out and say, look, we've had some problems in the past. People are not going to get paid if they don't submit the payment, whatever, you know, if they don't do this and they don't do that. So if we do that ahead of time, right when we send out the things, and then that's it.
yeah. I mean, I'm pretty, I'm 99% sure, though. I've also said that in the emails that we send out attached. Please, I say, please see attached letter and please note the requirements. I know we've done it. I think we do a lot to try to get.
Yeah, I think we-
I'm so strategic person. You know, the time people do it, you know?
Or someone.
I think you got to know.
So if
I
you
don't,
don't.
the people who aren't in,
If
haven't gotten
you're
in the
first time Because in essence, you're a first time vendor to the town.
Yeah.
You're a first time vendor.
You could have workshop online, you could have
Yeah.
a local, workshop that's on Zoom or something.
I know,
Say, show up for this half hour Zoom and,
I don't,
but they already get received.
okay,
If they're applying for a grant, Mass Cultural, here
Tells you.
are,
Well,
here is
yeah.
the Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
We're doing more than we
Yeah.
need to.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I think
Yeah.
we're really.
I think we just keep an eye on the ones who don't comply and just, remind them, which was what something you just did. You
Yeah.
reminded them.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty what we do.
next year there's gonna be a kind of a flea.
And if it
for
continues
the
to
people
happen,
who comply and don't.
yeah,
Yeah.
if there's a continues to
flavor.
happen, then, you're not getting any grant money.
Let's keep
What-
them safe.
So one idea, I would imagine this is not probably very hard to do, but I'm not exactly sure, is if we sent out the letter as like a DocuSign. And you have to acknowledge receipt of the letter and then agreement to the terms.
Excellent.
Because I would be a lot more.
Yes.
After I'm going to read something or
Yes.
give it a good spin, if I had to sign it.
Yeah.
You know, if I had to sign saying like,
Yeah.
I attest to agree to these terms and I received.
That's a great idea.
That's an excellent idea. I like that.
Yeah, we just have to license.
That's much better than
sign,
signing
don't we?
I don't know if I had to set one up. I've signed plenty.
I did the,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
they never, that's how I did all the vouchers.
Yeah.
So I pay for the PDF, the
And
Acrobat Reader and all that.
a box
You have to
next
sign
to everything you need to do is the initial.
I'm sure that we're not the first people that.
I
You don't think we have Greg anymore, do we?
Yeah.
Right?
No, so
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
We asked her, guys, like, we're not the first people to ask about this.
and I think we should invite more to the meeting to say that and say, and welcome her. I was gonna reach out to them.
Okay.
and, like, I almost said welcome Lauren, because I've met a couple of times. I've gone to lunch with, we've had so many other
I
ones.
haven't had the stuck out fourth one.
Yeah,
We so late, Yeah, no, I'll reach out to her, because I should just like say, hi, I'm the co-chair, blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
And then let me ask her if there's a DocuSign, yeah. Like, well, I mean, just, I would just be a just a member or something, I would leave.
No,
it.
you're
I just wanted to,
I'm the chair until we
Yeah.
didn't even,
yeah,
we didn't even vote on reorganizing the board last year until like.
I know, because you didn't have enough, you didn't get enough. All right, well, let me ask her about DocuSign, just the ways it's gonna get.
Thank you.
that was
Great,
really
great
great.
idea.
Initial
Yeah,
process.
something that, or I just, yeah, something they have to like
The
initial.
PDF,
Can you do this?
You know, the sign
PDF.
Because I have that program and I could send it out,
Yeah.
just like I do with what I used to do with the
Again,
vouchers.
I don't think people are gonna read it, because look, I'm an attorney, and I know that people don't read things. That's how they end up sitting in my office saying, oh, I didn't read that.
They read this, and then they know what the whole thing's about.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
don't read stuff, they just don't.
I'm an attorney.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, did you read that?
I read everything, because it's,
I do
it's
too.
expected to.
I do too.
All right, so let's, like, we have a lot of stuff to.
Oh,
yeah.
work, so let's
Get
so
back
let's
on
all right, so that's, we've been discussing the letter. All right, so recap of some recent events, there's been a bunch. Did anyone get the Speedway? I have to say, it was extremely well attended.
Yes.
Was it good?
It was very good. And I
Yep.
thank-
Big-
I also, we
Big crowd, yeah.
had a big crowd.
Way I like to see them, yeah.
Took me back to, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesteryear.
Yeah,
From 100 people.
yeah, that's
We
great.
were well over.
I didn't go in there because crowds like that scare me.
No, outside they had.
They moved it, right, from into the community center?
They moved it into the community center because they originally rented the
We'll
VFW.
talk about.
So they used both spaces. Even, there was just
It's like standing room.
standing
Yeah,
around
it was-
outside.
I was there outside.
That's great.
Outside, there was a couple, it was very good. I acknowledged it on
Yeah,
Facebook,
yeah.
sent the picture.
Yeah.
And so it was good. It was
Yeah.
good.
That's great. And then game show, it looks like, we heard from Tanya, that looked also
Yeah,
fun.
Yeah, they had fun.
yep, they love that a lot.
Yeah, so that was good.
good.
Yep, they did. I saw they did.
Story time, quartet.
Was that the library one?
Yeah.
Five quintet.
Quintet.
Okay,
Is
so
that
yeah,
the
that was at the
library?
library for the children, for the
Yep.
kids.
Yeah.
She also came up to me, see her face. Why can't I?
Lena?
Leanne,
Liam,
Yeah.
yeah, Leanne came up to me to tell me about how well it went and
Oh,
everything. She
great.
said, but the people who were doing the, who played the instruments
Yeah.
were thinking about maybe doing something for adults next.
they did a video and you could watch it online, so I watched the videos.
I think she.
It was a
Yeah, 26 people.
You know, all the,
She's like, we only got 26. I was like, that's awesome.
That's actually good.
that's actually good.
I mean,
Mhm.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, but they extended it further because they put a video you could watch, and I watched it, and I just did some of it, and they did the, you know, the different animal sounds to the
Yeah.
book. And I thought that was so accessible. They made it accessible.
So people could do, watch it by Zoom or?
No,
live stream or-
they was live on Facebook,
Yeah.
that you could watch the videos. It was so cute.
Yeah, that's great.
I thought it was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
so that went on.
Also went, and did anyone go to the Alara? Yeah, how was that?
That was 36 people.
36 people came?
Yes.
Saturday night in the summer, a little tough.
We
We're out of
had
town.
a good crowd.
So was it a
And
reading?
there were people,
No, it's a play.
it was a play that was written by somebody local
Okay.
and it's based on a Shakespearean
Right.
kind of play. The sound set up and,
Mhm.
just the whole environment was great. The actors were great. They sometimes came out in the audience, but they got 36 people and there were other people kind of milling around on the side. So it was well.
Wasn't it that like it's Sunday or was it a Saturday?
Saturday night.
It was a Saturday up on the hill at Kiwanis Beach of the soccer field.
Mm.
Yeah, I was surprised, they should have, I was surprised they did it on the soccer field because it should have been done on the pavilion and it was not accessible.
Yeah.
When
None of it's on
We
the
had,
soccer.
we had people with mobility issues that didn't have a problem and there were ushers to help them get there.
It's
But it has a
regardless.
ramp, it has a ramp.
It has a ramp that goes down to
Yeah.
the soccer field from the top,
Yeah, it does.
from the top.
It
They
doesn't-
were very specific and
Yeah.
I kind of reminded them of the ADA guidelines and yes, we had a couple of mobility.
Oh, was that on the soccer field?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Accessible from the top, it's from the top
You
and.
know,
from
the
bottom,
beach is
right?
here, I think that's a soccer field,
Oh.
with the woods here, but
No.
yes, they use.
That is soccer
Softball.
field.
Oh, no, I thought.
I saw it on the
Base- it was a
softball
base.
It's a
field.
baseball field.
No,
No, it was the baseball field
No.
because the ramp did give them access.
the ramp is that they could get up to the pavilion. And then from the pavilion, they could get behind.
Well, when you come around the
Oh,
building, there was access.
Isn't there a ramp up?
Yes.
There's a
is.
ramp up, there's an accessible route, it's not a ramp, up to
Yeah,
the pavilion.
they were very
When you get on
conscientious of
grass.
making sure that everyone could access.
I just want to make a point
Okay.
out, we're working on, and I have made, I've
Yes.
made the recommendation, like up above, there's an accessible route around the soccer field now.
Okay.
And
It was,
so-
I called the wrong thing.
Wait, soccer field? I'm
No,
getting
no, no.
confused. The one that
Yes,
says the pond level is the baseball field.
I'm sorry, it's
Ours.
my mistake.
Yeah.
I thought it was a soccer field. It's the
Oh, it's
baseball
a- yeah,
field.
okay.
What I'm trying to explain is they have it on the baseball, the softball field.
I'm sorry, yes. I called it the wrong
The
thing.
soccer field has now that they installed the lights,
But
they were
do.
required to put an accessible route in. And we're gonna try and achieve that for there, but in the future, when a group like this is doing it,
Yeah,
and we were led to believe it was going to be done in the pavilion. If it was done in the pavilion where they do the concert series,
yeah.
there's an accessible route
Okay.
right
Yeah.
up to the pavilion. And that gives you access to everything.
Okay,
That's all.
Mhm.
That
Okay.
not,
yeah,
no, it just, if you're communicating with them.
yes.
It's just,
They're very conscientious of it.
yes, they are, and I appreciate
Made
that, but
absolute every effort and worked with Maria over there too. So they worked with people. They did their best and there were people to help folks if they needed it, but no one needed it. And we did
Yeah.
have a wide variety of people in the audience, but I hear what you're saying. The pavilion might have been better.
the pavilion,
Okay.
yes, yeah. venue.
Okay, all right, okay, so yeah, it's always good to remind people.
Okay.
Okay, so the McCartney show was yesterday, I believe.
Yeah.
So, and that was also I pulled the town.
Was in the community center. I was
Yeah.
there for probably about half hour of it.
Yeah.
I didn't see, I was outside, but
Was it just okay?
yes, he was really awesome.
Oh, he was, oh, good, okay, I thought you said he was just okay. Okay.
Nice and it was a nice
I thought you
bonding.
said it was-
I think so. Okay, so that's good, and I'm telling you, I mean, the senior center will, have their own feedback.
Yes.
I do have a date for the Willie Nelson show.
Oh.
Tanya, I had reached out to Tanya because,
Is that through the senior?
that's also the senior center. Hold on, let me just.
Well, Matt York applied, but they're performing at the senior center.
Yeah, let me just. Yeah, she just.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it said spring of 2026.
It's September 22nd at 2 p.m. Just FYI, she just, let me know, because that was still an outstanding one.
And that's at the.
Yep, another senior center. That's the Willie Nelson. So that's
That
coming,
would be the last thing,
they're the last open one we have.
I think so.
I think you might.
Wow.
Is it
No,
about-
No, the
The
Black,
Native American history.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, and BVT
Yeah,
concert series, it says June 26th and December 2026.
I think the Revolutionary War enactment is also after that.
yeah.
that was,
17.
wasn't that separate though? That was,
What's up?
well, that wasn't a grant one, that was our separate one. but
Yeah,
yeah,
so
correct.
that's 17. That's the
So
250.
it's our own
27.
grant, okay. All right, so I have the dates, I listed all the dates for the next grant cycle. So if everyone, wants to just put them in their calendar, we got it, so 8/18, we have to submit our guidelines.
Right.
And we've tweaked them over the last couple of years, so we probably don't need to.
Yeah.
To do it again, unless somebody thinks we do, I don't know. We've been really caught up on that, and I think we're very much on the,
Yeah,
have, they're modern guidelines. Okay, so I have to do that, but I just have to submit it. Let's see, our guidelines, I'm sorry, 8/28 is the guidelines and prior to
Right.
submission. 8/18 is the guidelines webinar. So if you guys saw the email, I'm gonna put it on my calendar to attend. But anyone can attend anytime. Yeah.
I'm attending, it's my anniversary.
Well, no. Happy anniversary in advance. So I'll plan on attending, just to see if there's any updates, anything new that we need to know. And then September 1st, applications open. And let's see, that's for the applicants. It closes on October 15th.
Yeah,
Our financial report, which everyone loves, is due on October 8th.
Yeah.
So we have plenty of notice, so we'll get that done.
we'll be
Um,
fine.
Yeah,
It'll be fine.
when did you say the grants closed?
October
15th.
15th.
Oh, there it is,
Okay,
okay.
15, because we're
Yep.
gonna start.
And denials are due like the end of the year, 12/31, and then the decisions report is due in January 15th, but we've never had any issues with completing all of that.
Can I just, so we have to advertise the grant, I just want to inject something before I forget. I have an email ready to go for a banner request.
Mhm.
I'm going to request that we use the banner stand, and I'm gonna try and work out, an agreement with, the Historical Society. The banner stand belongs to the town.
Yep.
So my request for like a sign permit or a banner permit goes in. So I'm gonna try and work
You
out.
mean the big sign, like putting
You
up
put
a
up the
sign
banner.
that we do every year?
Right.
Okay. Yep.
So I wanna work with them as far as, the banner, that we get to use the banner stand at least from, 9/1 to 9/15. Then I'll move it over to where we put it
Right,
underneath,
yeah,
underneath the, message board.
okay.
Anyways, Yeah,
Oh, is
it's
it?
already been, we were supposed to get a new electronic one.
Right,
It's bad.
It still hasn't happened.
That still hasn't happened, I'm still working on that. So I'm gonna try and negotiate with, Historical Society, because they're gonna wanna advertise, their Heritage Day. However, this is. I always have to kind of remember that we're the town entity.
yep, yeah.
And they're the nonprofit leasing space
Mhm.
from the town, and we're putting in a permit, and I'm trying to be fair about this, but I think that we should have time. And in the
Yeah.
past, the past president, we negotiated and
Mhm.
shared and switched sides, so
Mhm.
it had visibility, so
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm putting that in, I'll copy it,
Okay.
I have it ready to go.
So you're gonna request the bandstand for your permit from the 1st to the 15th, and then you move it under the message board after that. So long as you negotiate that with the historical, is that correct?
Yep, but actually the request goes from the 9/1 to, the banner request has to go in, that states it goes in, for 9/1 to 10/15, because I'm gonna move it to another part of it.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
That's
So,
how- Yeah.
yeah, so instead of doing it twice, I'm doing it once.
Mhm.
All right, I'll copy everybody. I've already spoken to the town manager about this.
Yep. Okay, good, thank you. We just have to jump back on one because it came in late, speaking of grants, before we get to the Scarecrow contest. So the Historical Society had reached out to Lynn about the Speedway and said, well, we didn't use much of the money in the grant because they were able to use the town community center for free. And part of the grant money was to lease or to rent the VFWs, space. So they've asked us to, what they really need to do is more like a reconsideration, but they want to use the money to fund one of the things that we denied last year. And there's in special, not last year, this year, one of the special, 250th celebration things. So we need to, so any kind of change in a grant needs to be discussed, but I got a couple issues with this. First of all, the event that we funded has already happened. And I don't think that we can,
No,
she's no, I don't think we can do that. I don't think that we can take something that was funded for this purpose and change it to something completely different.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a grant that was submitted anyway. That was not a MCC grant cycle grant. That was a special, call for programming for the 250th.
Mhm.
So and that's, I think that's an issue. I think we have to say, no, you just need to submit what you have, and the rest goes back into our,
Yeah.
Right, and this has happened before, when they haven't used the full amount of the grant, then we've
Then you
been
don't
able
need
to
our
keep
money,
the money.
then you don't need.
you don't get to keep it
No.
because it's not, well, go ahead. It's not.
The other part of it is, the first thing they asked for is that they could use it for Heritage Day, that they had applied for a grant for Heritage Day, which they is inaccurate, they did not apply for a grant for Heritage
No.
Day.
No.
So that is null and void. And the other thing is, like Jen is saying, that,
Yeah.
Going through the grant cycle, this is what we granted them in the grant cycle, we can't.
We can't jump over
No,
Yeah.
no,
to
we
something,
can't.
to
make a
another
special-
bucket.
Did the VFW at all? Did you have to pay the VFW at all? Is that correct?
No,
I see. Okay.
it's because they were gonna use, so,
It's sort of too bad for the VFW, because
It's
they
kind of
probably
too bad
had
for the
dedicated the
VFW,
space,
yeah.
but.
and I'm gonna say this, is that the community center, the agreement with the community center for nonprofits is that they pay you rent the space.
Mm.
And as opposed to us as cultural council, a town entity having an event, the fee is waived, like we use the town hall for events. we
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
Other venues for events, or if the library or the senior center uses it, but a nonprofit uses it, there is a fee.
Mhm.
And,
Mhm.
just a point, and I really think this,
So
I'm
they should be
solid.
paying them, they should be paying.
Right, but that's
The
not
town.
our, that's not our issue. Our
Yeah,
issue-
yeah, that's not.
That's not our
power
They
to.
basically turned the money down, period, exclamation point, stop. Because anything else after that sentence doesn't matter. They
Right, but we had someone last year who didn't use, maybe Cheryl Fenn, that didn't use the entire amount of the grant. That money doesn't just, you don't get to keep it, you just, it goes back into our
Right.
Right.
state
It's not,
funded.
it's not for
you
the
know?
person, it's for the event, basically.
Yeah,
Right, it's for the program, exactly.
So the only amount of money that we can give them is they submit to us what their receipts are. And say it's, we gave them like 300 and some odd dollars for this and that, 325.
Give them 250 for this, but we're taking out,
No,
no,
No.
20,
no.
no, those are two different buckets
Two
of
different-
money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're giving them, out of the $7,100, we granted them $325 for the
Right.
event.
yeah,
They need to submit whatever amount of invoicing they're going to submit.
okay.
And we're sorry, and this is my vote. We have to deny any transfer, you cannot transfer money granted in the cycle for something that you didn't apply for.
I agree.
I don't even think we vote on that.
No,
Because
it's
it's a
just-
non, it's a non, it's not
Well,
compliant.
I'm giving it rhetorical, I'm saying that my
No, we can't.
my
do that.
input is no, we can't do it.
Right.
No, we
And even
can't.
if we consulted Mass Cultural, the answer is no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't do this.
it's like it's jumping out of different buckets of money.
Plus,
Also, it's a totally different event
it's
than
a,
what we funded.
We can't based on
I mean-
events because they submitted for 3 or 4 events. And we said, yes, no. So it's event based, it's not
well, it's
vendor based.
It's not vendor based, but for the grant cycle for this year.
Yeah.
They submitted grants, we said, we said yes to the Native
To two.
American.
Yep.
Remember, and then when we did a call for 250,
Yes.
we considered, because we're giving them out of our
It's
bucket
event.
of money,
Yeah,
which has nothing to do with, we didn't ask for, we actually denied them what they're asking for.
We denied it,
Only
yeah.
Thursday, we
Yeah.
denied it. So I guess the best answer would be, I'm sorry, but we granted you for this, we denied you for that, we can't change the
Yeah.
denial.
Yeah.
It's already
it's
been,
the
we
person,
voted
it's the
on
event.
it.
We did
Yeah.
not,
We
and
voted
you
on
can
it.
depersonalize it by telling them, you applied for this event. And if you're done, go
Yeah, I know.
use it for this event, then it's gone.
All right, so as the chair, I can respond to him. He
Okay.
reached out to Lynn and then Lynn just forwarded it to me.
Because I can't make a decision for the committee, so I reported.
Yeah, and I said, well, something we have to vote on, which, is a little inaccurate, but it's not, we have to, I think I said we have to discuss
Talk
that.
about it.
It's a discuss it, but,
Well, yeah, we can't, so we're a committee as a whole, so we can't so it says right here, you said this, the Upton, that it said that, the encampment, we voted 250 on the approval of funds, but we denied the approval. The funds for the speaker was denied, not approved, so, and they're asking us to fund,
of speaker.
well, Scott says in his second thing about the speaker. First, Barry Lynn asked for Heritage Day, and then Scott sent another email on top of that, asking for the speaker for,
Well, back here, the grant cycle,
Yeah,
the grant cycle opens on September 1st, if you'd like to apply for a grant then. And
yeah, but they won't make it, it's out of the grant cycle.
Yeah.
and,
For
and
next year,
back to Heritage Day,
yeah.
they've been
you
told
can plan better.
they could have applied for a festivals grant through Mass Cultural themselves. And we keep plenty of that information.
Yeah, we forwarded all that.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, no,
But thank you for asking.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the difference between that and like the 140 Arts, which did have a change, was it was still within the grant. It's still, they just basically made a change to what they were performing anyway.
But it was still a performance.
It was still a performance, but it was also,
It was still a play.
it was still a grant, it was still a grant it was still in the same grant cycle. And they just, and we also checked with MCC, but it wasn't out of like the total scope of what they were doing.
No, they said that the original.
Same audience, same, you know, the only difference is what they were doing.
Shakespearean play and then change it to a different Shakespearean play.
Was, yeah,
And-
spam a lot to a lot.
Yeah,
It's not, it wasn't a big change. I mean, but this for a number of reasons is
Yeah.
not
Agree.
falling into the scope of what we do. So
Correct.
I can email him back. And just say, you know, thank you for the inquiry, but we can't do that. So I just wanted to make sure we got that, because that kind of, that just came in like yesterday for us. Okay, all right, Scarecrow.
Okay,
All right, now, that was a very nice detailed email that she sent us.
it was very nice and very detailed
Let
and
me see if I can.
I haven't, yeah, if you could bring it up, I thought I printed it.
What's your name?
I did. I reached out to,
Reaching out to the neighbors is a great idea.
yeah, so, okay, Joanne,
Joanne.
Monte. I reached out to
Alright.
the chair, so I reached out to her, and I just want to inject something before this, before we go starting with this. So I had sent to you that I, sent you all that I had filed for the permit for the town. So our permit would be from 10/1 to 11/2. We have a conflict with the Historical Society because they want the common on 10/17, and they don't want our scarecrows to be there. So there's another issue that's brewing, and that is the bridge project is going to be starting very soon. So that complicates, you know, more of the traffic. The Grove Street
Yeah.
Bridge is gonna be closed soon.
So what? Oh, Grove Street
Oh,
Bridge.
you mean,
Okay.
So the other thing I thought of, and I spoke briefly and mentioned it to Chief Palmieri. I thought before that maybe what we can do as part of this is that any like anybody wants to put a scarecrow down on the police and fire station lawn, that you can have a display there. But when we go into the detail of this, I want to somehow open it up to the town. Because there was phenomenal, and you can go online and see them in Mendon, Cultural Council, some of their posts. They did some scarecrows you wouldn't believe, I mean, the Serenity Tea did phenomenal, so I want to reach out to like Carrie at Petalin Crown. I have a list of, I'm gonna need help with like putting like a survey out, a doc survey out there and whatnot. I need help with some of that, but I do have a list of every single business in town. So I could, and their contacts.
Mhm.
So what I could do is like just somehow put that together and reach out to them, but I'd like to set this further with like, let's reach out to Recreation, join us. Let's reach out to the library, join us to bring, this is a community event. And we'd like you to, you know, for them to publicize it too.
Yeah. He owns the Rose Garden.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You know him?
Yeah.
Seems like he does a lot of.
Yeah, he does a lot of things too,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
you know, even to reach out, and I don't know how we do this, if we can. Like 140 Arts would be great to bring, do you wanna do a display, maybe they can have it at, you know, so a display at the, community center. And, you know, and the seniors could join in with, hey, you know, do you want a scarecrow there? But then we're gonna need to like get some, once I try and figure, you know, she gives us a lot of information on how this is organized, but I need help with that from everybody. And then, I need a little bit of money for like what we think we should give for prizes. Because I want, you know, I wanted the kids to be involved with this, was my first like idea. You see that a lot around the Grafton Common. But when I looked farther afield, I saw that like all of the businesses got involved too, and they were very creative.
Yeah.
And
Wouldn't they offer, sponsorships, like, gift cards, or you have to ask businesses for,
yeah, but what, you know, the thing is like usually what we used to get is like JJ's ice cream. Remember years in the past, we get something from, we did something, but they're not gonna be open in October.
Right, that's true.
And, you know, so it's hard to, And they went with like, everything got a little metal, so,
Mhm.
you know, and especially for that, like the kids, like,
Okay.
you know, they get a medal for, from what I'm reading, from what she sent me, I just thought that if we want to, you know,
Yeah, they
See
give
what
medals to all the participants and first through third place trophy with scarecrows on top.
right. I mean, and they,
Yeah, we probably need a little money for that, so.
we need a little money for that, and I know they, you know, Mendon has more of a business space to get support. And when I think, you know, I could probably like, I might be able to go to a couple of restaurants, the Rose Garden. You
I think
know,
it's simple, like the
Yeah,
first
I wanna
first
keep it
round,
simple.
I mean, I'd probably keep it kind of simple and do like medal, like medals. Cause otherwise I think it's gonna be a lot of running around.
yeah, I
for the
think
next-
that I can price out.
And if we want like somebody to participate, like Petal and Crumb, it seems kind of weird to ask them to also contribute a prize, you know?
Yeah,
But
Cause
they
if
can also
we just really want them to do something, you know,
They can
people,
get-
if
Right,
Harry
right.
did something.
have a newspaper or.
Yeah, or just-
writing rights.
Yeah, or
Photos,
photos, yeah.
And sometimes the bragging rights
So-
That's
with
what
the ribbon out there.
So I'm thinking that we would, a couple of different things were said, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to bring it up. So they would be located around town.
That was my question.
How to move this from the common to like the.
well, I'm not like, I'm debating this, like.
Yeah, because she's saying
Because I
doing a
had-
map, posted on social media,
Which
so it
is
sounds
why
like
to me that.
they're in front of their house. It's in front of your house, which I think is a little tougher. I mean, how many people are gonna drive around except for people that get
I'm looking for more, let's like
centralized?
centralized, but I want, you know, like businesses, please join in.
The men's club used that fence up by the high school to put their banners up. Can you put your,
That's the
Scarecrows.
banners for,
That's
Yeah.
the booster.
Can you-
the booster club, that's just for them.
you know, but can you put your scarecrows on the
I don't,
fence?
I actually think that's like a visual hazard if they were up there, because you've got because that's where, traffic wise, there's a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
I don't think they would let you.
The other issue I was
They put their banners there.
Yeah, but things that are like big, like tall and, you know, you don't want to block the fence because people do watch the games from that location.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think they would. let us. Plus that's Nipmuc's. That's also Nipmuc's
Okay.
So,
property.
so we go back to the common, when I talked to Chief Bummer, one of his biggest concerns is that they had to be affixed. So my idea to affix them was that we have, they're like shepherd's hooks that we put all the flags out on.
Yeah.
So he's gonna borrow from the DPW, the bottom of the towns, and they agreed that I could do that,
Okay.
borrow all the bottoms.
Yeah.
So that we could, just have them zip tied on, so they don't end up in the street, that's what he was most.
Yeah, that
And they
blows
don't-
across the street. yeah.
Blows across the street, and it's dangerous. So that's why, like, when you say in everybody's yards, and then I get a little hesitant to that, and I wanna,
Yeah, I
like,
think it needs to be in this like centrally.
like centrally,
Property. Yeah.
so. You know, I don't know if it's like, I can't decide, it's like, you know, yeah, I have some at the fire station and the police station, but geez, can we have some at the common too, so you're taking out of the common, because they're gonna have this reenactment.
But what about Heritage Day?
Well,
Is this only gonna be in October? Cause Heritage Day, you know,
this goes.
I don't want them to, we don't want to have to people move them out of.
No, 10-1.
Okay, oh, that's my
I
question.
think it's
Right.
26.
Okay,
So I put in originally.
because here they have, because she said September, they put them up. Yeah, okay.
10-1
Mhm,
is what I put in. I sent you guys this
mhm.
to November, I put it in March, November 2nd. Figure you get the month of October, like Halloween time, harvesty time. I just can't make up the debate whether I'm gonna move the whole display because there's gonna be, it interrupts a one-day event on the common that
What day is that event?
10/17.
10/16.
Oh, can you set them up 10/18?
I mean, it could be a mid-October to a mid-November thing.
Yeah.
Scarecrows could also be.
Doesn't have to be
season,
October.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
No, we're getting into the snow, that's the only other thing.
It's not maybe November, but I hear you, yeah, I hear you. I wonder, so there've been a couple of years, I'm just thinking about like Upton Rec, like I wonder how much participation Maria has had. with like the Upton Lights thing. Because there have been a couple of years where the kids and I have gone around, we followed the map and looked at the people who submitted Upton Lights. And we voted, but again, I young kids, and so like there was like an incentive to do that because it's like dark at 4 o'clock in December and like what else are we doing? So, you know, but like I wonder if she's had much participation. I wonder if people, if families would get into that, like you follow the map to find the scarecrows. And then you
Yeah.
go, no, scarecrow you like the best. But
I don't know, I kind of, and like,
I just feel like for the first time we did.
yeah, I wanted to,
I
I know
think
how
it needs to be,
normalize it.
I think it needs to be something people drive by and like, oh, look at that, just like in Grafton, luckily they have their nice town.
I know.
yeah,
That's
that's
right.
right. I've done the con.
It doesn't.
But what Marie was saying is, you know, like, what if you started putting them up on 10/18? That still gives you two weeks.
3
of-
weeks.
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks.
And then
All
our
right, I'll go to 10.
Yeah, no, we don't wanna move it, yeah.
It's
No, you gotta be first, you gotta negotiate.
It's also, yeah, it's so like bicentennial, I mean,
You
not.
can still put the
That's where
stands out, right?
Technical stuff.
Yeah.
At a time, you can put the stands on
Why
at a
would-
time.
why does all this
Start clicking over
You're
in
not-
October and that stuff, you know,
Yeah.
scarecrows and.
So I'll need help, putting those stakes out.
Yep.
And I need, so maybe I can try and think of how I'm gonna like put this together to organize it and, I think we keep it smaller than, I'm not gonna limit it to, like, I'm gonna advance it to, okay, the common, or if you wanna put your displays, I'll talk to the chief again, both chiefs.
Yeah.
Mike and Chief Palmieri. I'll talk to both of them, but I think it would be really, really good to like advance it that way too, like some on the common, and some, you know, we can,
Yeah.
you can either put them on the common or you're welcome to put them, and they'll tell me what area, so you're not blocking like the
Mhm.
Church Street going around the corner.
Right, yeah.
And that, but, and then ask the businesses, you know, hey, we're having a scarecrow celebration. If you'd like to join us, you know, we'd love to see your scarecrows. And maybe advertise it like,
I'd get in the Upton update.
yeah, I can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. I mean, like, yeah, especially if we can get some of the businesses to do it, you know,
Bring it.
you know. No,
Start with
people, farm stand might wanna do.
yeah,
it.
I was like, Ellie, you know.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
a lot
Ellie.
of hay. They have to got plenty of hay, so.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that.
I know there was people on Buy Nothing asking last year, is anybody getting extra hay? Because that, a lot of them are creating them, and
Yeah.
there's some really neat designs, you know, you take
Yeah.
I know I've done it to make like fake Christmas trees, you take a tomato cage and you flip it upside down and put the pieces together.
Okay.
Right.
And
that's your-
yarn.
That's all you bought in your body.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but I think flowers and
Yarn is.
An easy one to do too, because like most people use old clothes and like a pump, you know. Can use like a big pumpkin head, so I think it's like not like an onerous thing, right? That sure is.
No, right?
Yeah.
And if it's
Exactly.
Yeah.
to participate, if you're a business in the area, I mean, we could put
I
out
like
like
to
I
have
said,
it done, you know,
like,
stuff
they
like
might
that.
be- So something we could work on like next time, because in Heritage Day, I think, all you have to do is put in for the booths.
Yeah.
And we should be,
How many do you envision, how many scarecrows?
We should probably ask for that. The Heritage Day booth.
yeah,
Sorry, I went back to scarecrows.
so scarecrows, I would like to see 50, but if you see 20, I'd like to see 50.
First, you time of an event, you know, you kind of keep your expectations low because, and then once you get rolling after a few years, like we experienced that a lot, like in MU, the
Yeah.
Ed Foundation. Like the first year we did Spooky was kind of small, but over time it built up. And, you know, before COVID, it got really quite big. Same with the Wizards. The Wizards is always big. So
That's
like,
like
we
amazing.
just laugh and call it,
Yeah,
it's an explosion.
Yeah,
it's amazing. We went
Let's
lunch.
do it anymore. Oh, yeah, yeah.
It was very fun.
And it makes a lot of money. That's the thing.
So my kid loved that.
Yeah, it's super fun.
It's very
I mean, they are great at what they do and then they have all the teachers and the principals and all these people participate. The basketball team sometimes, yeah, it's like a high level. It's a lot to pull off, but it's,
Yeah.
it's,
I remember feeling old, like, man, that's.
it's so, it's like, you know, Gina, who does, you know, she lives around the corner from me. I can't even realize her name, as I said her, she's a friend of mine. But she's like, it was like a bomb went off. It's so so much excitement contained in the gym. It's really fun.
That's cool.
All right, so
Design.
what do you need, like, item wise, what do you need to have done right now?
I got, I need ideas on, something to put out a survey of like, would you participate, like, to start
Survey
building it up,
Monkey.
like, you
That's
know,
pretty
like we
much
did this
free.
thing today, or Survey Monkey, I need help with that, and just brief, like, I need help with putting that out, and I'm gonna need
Yeah,
help
to
with.
post it. I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't do it just yet in
No,
July.
not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet, and then, I can come up with something for, we open it up to all the boards and committees.
Mhm.
Okay, we open it up to all of them.
For the surveys, for the survey, is that what you mean, or do you mean, we open what up?
We open up, they can contribute to the scarecrow.
Okay,
We're gonna get named if
And
we do it.
I think we take it down to, somehow we word it in such a way that, prizes will be awarded to, like an age group, can we do an age group? That sounds discriminatory, tell me out here. How do we?
I wouldn't make it super complicated.
No,
I would just do first, second, and third. When you start delving, when you don't get anybody, like, you know, when you know people in this age
Maybe
group do it. then-
Based on
yeah.
the type, like a funny one, a scary one,
Yes.
that is safe.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What was
One based on,
You know, most
Community
original,
service,
like something,
Yeah.
most Upton-ish, or like best like Upton theme or
community
something.
service, like you could have a
Yeah.
scarecrow that's a fireman or a policeman or.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
best Upton.
Or a cultural council member.
So
Yeah.
the survey, is the point of the survey? Does it draw interest?
Yes.
Will the survey be the best way to do that, I think?
I don't know,
I thought I
that,
would do a survey, you
Yeah.
know?
maybe not a survey.
Like, what questions are you gonna ask in a survey like
I
that?
think it would
As
be,
opposed to,
I want to keep it really general, maybe not a survey, I want to just put something out there.
I would just post something that says, you know.
All over Facebook,
Scare-
all
You know, scarecrow contest. I wouldn't do a survey for that. I don't think you'll
Why
get
don't
any
you-
participation.
Get a hold of somebody and have them interview you about your idea.
No.
I would just start, like,
That's the best
create
way to
like
do it.
a flyer for everybody. Flyer seems so old fashioned to say, but it's really what we call it, like a ad, a digital ad.
Mhm.
And just, you know, post it and say, you know, keep your eyes open out for the, you know, Upton.
All right, so instead of
You
asking.
know,
if
cultural
you'd be
council,
interested
scarecrow
in
contest.
This cultural.
Yeah, I
contest,
wouldn't do
so-
that.
All right, so I'll start, like,
I would just say, we're having a contest.
we're having a cultural,
Yeah.
a scarecrow contest,
Yep.
and everybody's invited to.
Yep.
And we'll see.
Details will be coming, or details will
Drop it
be
in all the
coming.
businesses you're thinking of.
Well, I will, when I'm gonna be.
Or we can help you with flyer.
I would just put it out now and then just start, or what, maybe not now, maybe like in a few weeks, because when people start turning to fall,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
but then in the meantime, you could just go and check in with like the local businesses and,
Okay.
you know,
The parents are doing this too, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
everybody.
like you say, kid, you know,
Everybody.
families, businesses, Upton residents, you know,
Yeah.
like, we're gonna have a scarecrow
The
contest.
UPC should make one that looks like they're playing pickleball.
That's a great idea.
I talked to Eileen about that.
That would be cute. That would be really cute.
Not playing right now.
Yeah.
So you play right across the street from my house.
At the, is there a
Do you
corner?
live up, I mean, do you the Kiwanis?
And the big greenhouse with the gate that's across the way, you have to go by. Big, long.
Yeah, they're right near the
I always go to the top one,
Yeah, she-
That's where I am.
the top parking lot, not the bottom.
I'm across the street from the top parking lot.
I like it up there, it's pretty.
yeah, it is, yes.
And there's like,
There's a house you up there.
for sale up there.
There's a couple,
Yeah.
Sorry, I digress, but I know all they hear all day long is the white noise. On one side of the street, going down by Queens, there was only, that old farmhouse that's for sale, beautiful Cape. There were no houses there. They sold the lots. Oh, geez, make me.
They did that to Mechanic Street.
And
They have done that to Mechanic Street.
one of the houses goes like up the hill, so it's on the level with like the soccer field. And they've been clearing the land and back up from 7 o'clock in the morning till 5. But it's sad to see all those. Yeah.
They did the exact same thing, and then when they come in and start doing the driveway, it's rattled nails and stuff loose in my house,
Well,
because they're doing this.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
so,
okay.
so.
We're feeling the pain for.
What's that? Like, everybody go, okay, so Heritage Day, just everyone put on your radar, it's September 26th. We usually in our August meeting, and then we have also September, we'll have a September meeting before that. Heritage Day is actually pretty simple.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just basically most of the stuff is stored at my house. We basically just put it in the car, drive to our spot and set up, and we're all veterans of it now at this point, what we need to have to set up, just a little updating out from sides. I mean, I think the question is, do we want to do a bake sale? It was very successful last year that we had our
Yeah.
bake sale items. Yeah.
We said, I looked up, we said, Robin said candy apples. So there's a lot of companies that you could get candy apples because other people were baking last year. We
Mhm.
gave away a bunch of baked goods, even though it was a good draw.
Yeah.
So just a
To
consideration.
make candy
My
apples or buy
friend
them?
Robin is not here to
Yeah.
buy them from a company. Nobody.
No, it's not that easy to make them all like super nice.
No.
All right, well, so that's one thing, but so, we'll talk as next month and see where we want to go,
Okay.
like baking or candy apples. So, but that leads me into our next
Yeah, I'm not.
question. So we need to, do you want to reach out about the hair? Because we're gonna be like, not agreeing to that grant, but we do need to reserve. We want to reserve a booth.
I'll be Joe. I'm already
You want it?
on the top of that.
All right, so you'll take care of that, and I'll take care of the other thing.
Yeah.
So the, responding about the grant. request.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you also got the email.
So let me just see. So that leads me into, what we might want to sell. So I did price out some stuff at Fort Imprint. So Fort Imprint, you've probably seen them on TV, but, and that's where we've ordered in the past from we've ordered glasses and we've ordered, the tea towels from them because they, the price is good, very good. Maybe we have.
We did
For glasses, we did something else, but they have everything under the sun that you might want to sell. So I priced out, I looked at a couple things. So bandanas, like pet bandanas, those were cheap. Those are $2.
Yeah.
But you have to order 250 of them. And, yeah, it's, let me see if I can just pull it up.
That's
Also, with,
too many.
A little too many, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot, but it's something different that we haven't done. Really good on it, so. Oh, yeah, so the design looks great. I loved it.
Great.
Go ahead.
Great.
You know what that design would look great on?
What,
Something we haven't done before.
what?
If we could get somehow, cutting boards with our, something
Yeah.
wood with.
That would be cool, but do you think they're kind of pricey though?
Yeah.
Either that, or remember I showed you the, I think Linda Gay made them, they were, they were ornaments, actually, so
Yeah.
they could be something like that could be put
Yeah.
on a circle in wood.
Yeah, did we get that last year and we found them to be too
Yeah,
expensive? We
ornaments
did
were
an
very
ornament. They're pricey, yeah.
But when you get them for, when you put a print like that, there's other companies besides.
Yeah, not for imprint, but we looked at, I looked at a couple of places. I think we did this about a year ago and we found that they were all, it was too expensive,
We
yeah.
wanted to do it in the shape of one of the buildings or something
Yeah.
like that, maybe we're doing just a circle.
Yeah,
I don't remember it us trying to do it in the shape of a building.
No, I think it was just anything, any
You
kind of
can
ornament was
anything on
was
it.
pricey. It was like $6 an ornament to start with, and that's, you know, kind of a lot.
Even
for
like-
us. We only have like 900 and some odd, I mean, usually we spend about
We got the 250.
So I might as well just see.
Seven.
So usually we spent around $250 or 240, I think was the last round when we did glasses. So that's about what we have spent, so. And remember, we have tea towels left as well, and we have coasters, so we have that. Drinkware, you know, we looked at, let's see. One thing I liked was little mason jars.
Yeah.
But they're a little on the pricier side, so.
Like
so here's an
you have to
example.
drink from, like with a handle?
Yeah, or with the ones without a handle, like you could either drink from them or you could, you know, make them like a little vase, but they're on the price. So setup fee depends on the product. It's still around $55. Yeah, I think it was 55 that she quoted me per setup fee. But if you start adding colors, multiple colors, then it gets like a little more expensive.
Wait a minute, if you, whatever company, and I don't remember. but
Yeah, I don't remember who it was.
It was,
I'd have to go back and look.
The foreprint, whatever the design that you put on the glasses, we put on the beer steins as
Yeah.
well as we put on, they already have,
Right, they
They
have.
already have our old design.
they already have our old design.
Yeah.
Yep.
So-
Entering Upton, yeah.
Entering Upton.
And we were talking about doing similar glasses or something like that, but with a different design so that they become like each year we do a different
Mhm.
design, so they become like you get a set.
Right.
Or different ones that have something to do with Upton, whatever that is.
And I don't think we used forefront because I know that, and it wasn't, I know that it could, that, the glasses, a couple of glasses I had that went through the dishwasher in Sun's White House, the design came off. I don't think we used a different company. I'm pretty
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I don't think for imprint,
I don't think we've used them yet,
let me see.
because I would remember that receipt,
See if it's in my,
because I'm looking right now to see, I'm doing a design.
see, I don't have that problem. Let me see. Well, back in 2021,
It came off the first big drink glasses that we got, the first, because we did two,
we did wine glasses too, and
we
I,
did wine glasses and those are fine.
yeah.
Because I even have those in my,
I have like the Pilsner, I have a Pilsner.
Yeah,
the
me too.
beer
yeah,
one,
that's the beer one.
And that
That's-
one did not come off for me, anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I should
maybe,
anywhere, yeah. I don't know.
my son's got a super duper dishwasher, but I have two of them. Because everybody got, my kids got two of them, and my extra kids got two of them.
Yeah.
And that,
Well, I'm kind of feeling, and nobody else has to agree with me, obviously, but whatever, if we're going to do something like that again,
Mhm.
I think that we should try to stay with the same kind of glasses if we're
Mhm.
going to change
Mhm.
the picture, because then you're making a set of the
Yeah,
same.
people who already,
Right, right. Since we've already sold those, it would make sense,
Yeah.
To keep-
Collection.
yeah, to add to the collection.
Yeah.
That's what I would prefer
yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Here's an example of the
I'm gonna
mason
have to
jar.
research
That's
those
cute.
probably this fall, so I don't know how involved I'll be with any of this.
well,
because
put you in your chair. You can-
I'll just sit there. Because it's like I never played out.
Well, Chris, we'll take care.
Okay, as long as I get.
Chris, Tammy, hey, make sure you get your couple of Chris.
That'll care what else, yes.
But a lot of these you have to order like a lot of, and like
A
here
lot,
it's
not-
72 pint glasses here. So that's more than what, I mean, I think we've ordered like 50 in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I know, but I don't think that's the company you ordered.
No, I don't remember what it was though. I have to go back and look at my stuff.
I just go back to Jen in the 2021.
Yeah, it's probably the 2021,
Yeah, oh, but see,
Yeah.
there's my brain.
because I think Alice did the updated design or like tweaked the design or something.
Yeah, she did.
Those are $4.75 a piece?
So,
Okay,
you know,
so 12 of, I had those,
Just for the heck of it, can we look at,
and they're less than,
Vista Print has the same.
Maybe it was Vista, maybe it was Vista.
Because Vista Print,
I mean, there's no difference, Vista.
Mine are like $1.
Yeah,
Vista Print's having a big sale right now. I just gotta think, cause I gotta,
Let's see.
cause I made the first banner on the tablecloth from that.
Is that kitchenware?
semi and
Let's say
no.
glassware.
Yeah,
Okay, glassware.
see,
Yeah, maybe it was Vista Print that we did it.
I think, cause that's what I used for a couple of our things.
So, yeah, we have stuff on sale.
Yeah, Vista Print,
Chocolate.
early Black Friday advertising signage.
See, look at the wine glass. So here, minimum point is 6, so that's a lot more reasonable.
Yeah,
Yeah, so maybe
We don't need 75.
Yeah,
so we just upload her design, and I don't think the design
Yeah.
is that expensive
stock.
either.
Yeah, I mean, and they might. Set a fee as well.
Oh, look at you, get us online.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see them right there. So
Oh, what do
this
you
is
think?
kind of, you know,
what's
what's
the
done in the
third one
past.
over since the first one's out? Yeah, that one.
This one?
Yeah, because it looks like it's still a
It's-
pine glass. Yeah,
It's an etched, this is etched.
oh, okay, which is gonna be more expensive.
Yeah.
No, and it looked like,
That one?
yeah.
That's also etched. So
Oh,
some of them are etched, let's see.
it was like
So
15 minutes.
like down here is where logo is.
So the first one was out of stock, that looks like our.
Yeah.
Does it say any
This
idea?
one's out of stock right
Does it,
here.
does it give you any idea of when it's supposed to be back in stock? Because we got some time,
Yeah,
so.
How much is that?
that's the
So
one.
$39.99 setup fee.
Okay.
Minimum quantity 6.
250 to 17 something each, so.
Let's say we bought 20. Stock, so one color, smooth and that's like what we did before. I would love it if we could do like colors, you know, like blue and
Yeah.
something, but I think that gets, then you.
Yeah.
Then you
price
get
it.
rid of them.
I like the logo, how it looks.
Yeah,
It looks really good.
I guess we have to find out.
30%
enough?
off. See, this one's 1088 each.
That's a
lot. It's a lot because we can't sell, you know, we usually sell them for like, we sell them for $10 each.
I think we got them for 7 before and we sold them for 10. It was 7
Yeah.
something we said.
Yeah, that was probably 5 years ago.
I know.
Everything's so much more expensive.
Everything's much more expensive.
What,
Everything.
how many ounces?
15.
They were pint glass. See what else they have.
All right, then we're selling short glasses, that's it.
I like that one.
Which one?
Oh, it's kind,
Like
it's
this one?
no, it's down further, I think. So I just like the. No, I think what that wasn't any of the. Maybe one more down. There another, yeah, that one over on the right hand side. I just like the shape of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Steady.
That's the one I
There you go. The whiskey taster.
A whiskey taster.
Is that what it is? Oh, it's probably really
Not
small.
sure what
Oh,
that
yeah.
is.
5.7, yeah, cute.
Yeah,
I
it is
bought
cute.
from
Supposed to be
this
kind of
little
fun.
rental
Yeah.
store. Oh, okay. Do they?
They do customizable, but I don't know how much it costs. Hold on. But
What company is that, Marie?
it's called Web Restaurant Store.
I said we go with, I think the pint glasses honestly have been the most popular.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's white bell selling them too. It's customized, nobody wrote it.
yeah, but remember when we got the glasses from somebody and then we took it and somebody get etched and it was like, it was, we
We did
barely.
the etching once. Yeah, we did the
We did
etching but a
once.
long time ago.
Yeah, Jen Johnson got.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
glasses.
I think I have one of those still, at least a couple of those still. It looks good though. She like the with. It's can glass, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of, Canva. I've used them for,
15.29. Etching's probably gonna be more expensive. Yeah. So, I
Especially
mean,
getting
we have
extra.
another, we have another month. But now we have kind of a general idea of, I mean, so Vistaprint's seems more expensive. There's like a local place that does this stuff. I think of a local. Well, I mean, they have to. Like they do, like a restaurant.
So why
They
don't,
probably order from here.
why don't we all take on a task of looking up,
Yeah.
looking this up and see what we come up
Yes,
with.
see if like, it's just like,
And we can get Megan to send us the design,
yeah,
because then you can upload it, we can have, I know from this Vistaprint, we did everything with like the banner and that, I was able to send
Yeah.
you, like, hey, what do you think about this? Because remember, we did the banner, we did the signs, and
yeah, we did the towels.
Days.
Yeah, we did the towels too. We all were able to look at. the-
Yeah,
How
Yeah.
layout and everything.
Yeah. so so
Yeah,
what does everybody think? Do we all go look that?
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, we have,
That's right,
I mean,
that's
we have like, you want to give them probably like a month to
Yeah.
get here. So at our next meeting, we probably want to,
Yeah, maybe the glasses came in.
they came in late, last minute.
Oh, you just put it in it.
I know it came in really late, but the pint glass is the one that people ask me the most about. I don't know about you guys,
Yeah.
so. But I kind of want to look around, like I was in the Grafton Country store, I don't know, it was probably like a month ago. And they didn't have any Upton stuff, so. They have like
No,
West-
I haven't
they
seen
have
it.
Grafton and Westboro.
Well, in Westboro.
Yeah.
You know, Upton stuff, historical society, is Upton stuff, they're the ones they have stuff. You know, and, I know, and,
They have hats and things, right?
yeah, they have hats and T-shirts and that. I know, now I like the glasses and everything, I just,
Yeah,
and I like your idea about collecting it, I just,
it's laid out, or.
yeah, and then
much.
even the coasters, I mean, and,
That's why I was thinking like the bandanas. Maybe. But no.
Then
I
narrow-
collect them for my pets, but.
It narrows.
It narrows it down, absolutely.
well,
It's
just.
like a good stocking stuffer.
Your boyfriend asked you to put two bandanas to you.
What's that?
Your boyfriend.
Solly. Oh, his
Solly.
head's so big.
Yeah.
He's my pal. I know he's so- Yeah. So cute. Cute.
Charlie, think I was
Charlie.
Charlie.
Mine's Ozzy. He wears he pretty much wears a kerchief. Now it's strawberries.
Well,
The groomer puts it on. I think I showed you guys the tie. The groomer was doing ties for like neckties for a while.
Yeah, you have a bow tie when
No,
you
yeah,
get
the
home the other
necktie,
day.
bow ties. So cute. All right, so everyone think about it, like in your travels, because we all travel and go and gift shops and.
But we've already
Like
looked
that.
at Forprint and Vistaprint, so we don't
Yeah.
look at them,
None.
right?
Yeah.
Because,
For print, we have to order a lot,
yeah,
and Vistaprint, it's a little more expensive, but we could. order a
well,
lot.
let's figure out in a month, how many people
Yeah.
want, we get 50?
Would say maybe. Less than that. 50 is gonna be a lot, I think. I bet we're looking at $300.
Yeah, but we sold, remember, we had 2 cases, those glasses.
True, we sold them all.
yeah, they're all gone.
It's all,
It's a good number to have. Yeah. Well, like I said, think of everyone thinking your travels.
I'm focusing on playing plastic, right? Rather than-
Yeah, but welcome to, we've been successful in the past, but welcome to,
done.
think of something else, like, you go on your vacation, it's the summer vacations and
You okay?
kind of, yeah, okay. Touristy stuff or things you might, what you would buy. Fans,
Keychains.
keychains. I always like magnets, but now I have a steel fridge. I have a huge collection of refrigerator magnets, but they're.
Nothing sticks on my
You
refrigerator.
keep, but they don't stick. It's not even steel refrigerator, it doesn't stick. It's like disappointing. I'm just like, I'm all over the country, national parks and everything. Oh,
Bummer.
I know, you can't stick them on my refrigerator anymore. All right, so anything else new, public comment, new programming or anything else? I think we covered all the new business that kind of cropped up in the last few days. Meeting date, 8/18. Does that work? Are you on vacation?
Well,
Oh, it's your anniversary.
yeah, but, it's Tuesday, so I wasn't gonna make it to the webinar though,
Oh, the webinar.
no.
Oh, wait, that's the same date.
That's the same
Yeah.
date.
Well, I can always watch it online. You don't
Yeah,
have to
they
attend
have it
live.
afterwards,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. I can attend afterwards. Sheet 18, or should we go another week out? It'll be the 20,
No,
I'll be gone the fall.
I'll be on the phone as well.
yeah, it's the last week before school starts.
Yeah.
don't go the next week up because I have to have a trust fund meeting. I try and alternate.
So should
the
we-
trust fund from,
Should we,
Just do the 18th.
let's do the 18th?
Yeah.
yeah, do the 18th because
Okay,
I,
because we'll have to meet some, we probably want to like divvy up. Heritage Days, it's honestly, it's not that much we have to divvy up. It's more like just who's there, because most of it, ready to go. And if we're gonna do some baking.
Okay.
All right.
dying, but I'm good.
Okay, we'll say 8. All right. Can I get a motion? You heard?
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Didn't you think it?
Sorry,